Kymberlee is an Australian-based model and beauty queen. She is continuously pursuing her passions all over the world in pageantry. She has been crowned Miss Philippines Australia 2017 and Miss Grand Australia 2018, third runner-up, and has competed internationally in Pageant of the World 2018 and Miss Cosmopolitan World 2019. Her fearless in chasing her dreams make her one to watch out for, both on and off the stage. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of In Love With Me. And today we have a beautiful woman who is here to inspire and share her journey on the fashion and pageantry. And without further ado, let me introduce you guys to Kymberlee Street. Hi, Kymberlee.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on today.
Thank you for joining me all the way from Australia.
Yeah, of course. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we caught up, right? You were last
know.
When was that?
It was last April last year, yeah, when I was in the Philippines and I saw you last.
And you've done so much, you know, I've seen your social media feed just elevated to so many projects, so many other pageants. Before you talk about all of that, of course, I want to share everyone, or I wanted to share you because I find you very inspiring, and I find you very, you have such a aura of being, pursuing your dreams in a way that your energy is just amazing. So please share with us on how you became the empowered woman you are today. And of course, still growing and growing in that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Sydney, Australia. My mom is Filipino, my dad is Australian. And growing up in Australia, Australia is such a multicultural country. And that's something I really love about it. So diverse, and something that, like, growing up, it really brought out in me that to learn about different cultures and have an appreciation of each culture. And I've always been a very adventurous person, and I love to try and learn new things every day. And I was always aspiring to be a model. And I think it really kind of started in, I think back in 2017, I was scouted, and from there, a lot of people saw my potential and encouraged me to pursue modeling, to give it a try. And in 2017 is the year that I did my first pageant. And that was very different for me. As I was more looking in towards modeling, I didn't know too much about pageants, but I was always just curious. I'm a very curious person. And I was like, why not? Why not give it a go and really see where this can take me? So that is where I kind of got encouraged and led into doing my first pageant, which was Miss Philippines Australia 2017, where I won my first title. And I guess from there, it just all started.
Yeah, Miss Philippines Australia.
Yes.
A momentum crown for me also, and obviously for you, that's where it started. You came to the Philippines. You were blessed to visit the Philippines with that crown. How did you? Was it the first time coming to the Philippines?
No, it wasn't the first time. The first time I went was when I was very young, and then I went a few times after that. But going there, it was a different experience. Not just with the title, but the places they took us.
Right.
And it was really a life-changing trip. It really opened my eyes. We did a lot of charity work, which was one of the reasons why I really wanted to join, because I'm really passionate about helping the less fortunate, and just having that advocacy there. But yeah, going to the Philippines on that mission trip was amazing. We also had lots of fun. We went on some Filipino TV shows, and we met so many people. And the people in Philippines, I love them. They're so hospitable and caring to everyone they meet. And of course, that's where I met you. I admire you so much. And yeah, that was a memorable trip that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Thank you. I mean, it was such a, I'm glad Tito Manny is the one of the biggest owners or mentors of the Miss Philippines Australia. And like you, I also had a life-changing event when I was crowned Miss Philippines Australia. And then I came out here, and now fast forward, I'm still here in the Philippines. So I'm sure that you felt that same way when you were able to empower and help the Filipinos, the less fortunate that you mentioned, visiting the charities and everything. Because for me, I know that was my, I guess, wake up call. So I actually encouraged you because I said, Kimberly, you have a chance to come out here and join Bini Bini, and represent the Philippines. And what did you say?
Yes, it's definitely something I would love to consider. I think it's all about the timing, and
Exactly.
the time in my life right now, I am also studying. So as I mentioned, that I want to finish my studies and see my opportunities in Australia, but 100%, I would love to be able to come to the Philippines and do some
Yes.
training and work over there.
And of course, education is first, because that was something that I was also mentored by, past beauty queens, and also my parents. They were not going to let me back here without, or without having the education as part of my, I guess, assets in joining pageants, right? So after Miss Philippines Australia, you have joined other pageants, right?
Yeah.
So is there any, I guess, difference in joining them, or what did you learn about yourself in joining the other pageants after that?
Yeah. So I think, well, with every pageant that I've joined, it's been a different experience each time because of the organizers who run it, the other girls involved, and everything that the system stands for. Um, every time I got something different out, a lot of self-development, which is an ongoing life process for everyone, and you're constantly learning new things about yourself. With Miss Philippines Australia, one of the main reasons why I joined that was to build my self-confidence. Being a very shy person growing up, this definitely pushed myself outside of my comfort zone. And I really got to dig deeper into me and find out who I am, what my passions are, and really gave me a voice. I went on to join Miss Grand Australia, Pageant of the World, Miss Cosmopolitan World. So I've done a few other ones. But yeah, every time that I joined, meeting so many beautiful other women, it just, that sisterhood, it brings everyone together, and we all have this amazing bond. So it's just, yeah.
So what would you do to prepare for each pageant? Did you have, you were saying you had, you had to follow their system, but for you alone, because, joining competitions, yes, you meet all these people, but at the end of the day, there's only one winner. So how did you elevate yourself from the first pageant to the next, and then to the next? What was the changes that you made within your habits, within maybe your preparation of working out, eating habits? Can you share those with us?
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, so I guess preparing for a pageant, it's not just physical. Like, of course, I wanted to work on my body and eat healthily and stay fit and active. But also, like, a lot of it came mentally, especially with the Q&A portion. So just doing more reading and research, and just really digging deep and getting to know myself better was something that definitely I saw that I needed to work on myself. Um, so yeah, just like with that.
So when you feel, let's say, of course, there's times that you feel unmotivated, or maybe you have an off day. How do you turn your mindset around that? You have to tell yourself, hey, I have to do this. I'm in it already. I'm in it to win it. So what do you do to make yourself snap out of that?
I just like to be by myself in times of unmotivation, just to keep myself centered. Like to just listen to some music and just be in my own space and just really think about I guess the reasons why I'm a part of this, and what like difference I can make doing this in my life. And yeah, just having that time just to myself to really dig deep, look over some notes, or just time by myself. Yeah.
Speaking of music, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, a bit of everything really. Mostly like R&B and like a bit of pop, but yeah, just
So now that somewhat we're in this challenging time, we're locked down, we're quarantined. So how do you keep yourself busy? If there's no pageants to join their events, or just the hustle and bustle to go to school and whatnot. How do you keep yourself motivated and busy at this time?
Yeah, so during this very interesting, crazy times, everyone is coping with it differently in their own ways, but we're to remember that we're all in this together. For me, being at home, just spending time with my family, which has been really great. A lot of uni work, everything is online now. So I've been, yeah, trying to keep on top of that. Also just been doing some workouts, trying not to eat too much, staying healthy, and creating those good habits at home. Um, Another thing I've been doing, I've been making TikToks. I was quite interested in doing that. And another thing that is very interesting during this time, trying to stay as productive as I can. Me and my mum actually are working on a business together. Can't say too much, but we're looking into starting something of our own. So that's really exciting. But yeah, that's what's been keeping my time in isolation.
Awesome. Can't wait. I'll support you on that. Let me know when you're launching your new business.
Yeah, stay tuned.
What else have you learned about yourself during this time? I know we have a lot of me time right now. Like you said, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of meditating and finding yourself. I mean, this is all aligned with joining a pageantry, right? When you join pageants, you tend to learn new things about yourself. But during this time, is there anything extra that you have learned about, I guess, your life or your journey?
Yeah, I think just like I guess just missing like what the life that it was before, and I guess we probably took things for granted, just like going out and seeing friends, and just little things like that. But I guess just the time being at home just really got me thinking about like some new goals that I want to try and achieve this year. And yeah, just as I said, try and be as productive as I can. And yeah, just through that, just trying to stay productive with everything. Yeah.
So what are you excited for when everything this is like, we find a cure, let's say everything goes back to normal. What's the first thing that you want to do or where want to go to?
Well, funny that you said that. So the most recent competition that I joined was Miss Pink Lady, and it was a reality TV show, a take on Asia's Next Top Model. So we did all the filming last year in November, and the finals were meant to be in March, but obviously with everything, with no travel restrictions, the finals has been postponed. So I'm hanging on and waiting to go back to Malaysia where it's held to finish the finals there.
Wow, that's such a great opportunity for you to be able to travel for a passion. So how did that come about? Did you audition? They just choose you or?
So for this opportunity, it was when I actually went to my other pageant in Miss Cosmopolitan World. So that was also held in Malaysia, where I competed and represented Australia for that title. And from there, just through networking, and I met someone, and a few months later, she contacted me and said, "Hey, are you interested in trying this new reality TV show?" And I was like, "Oh, this is something different again." And I was just really curious, and I was like, "Yeah, why not? Like, I'll give this a try." And I was at the end of last year, and that time I actually took some time off uni just to pursue other passions and just do a bit of traveling. So it was just perfect timing. that I had this time off and I was able to travel and compete in this other competition. So yeah.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, it's always nice to network, right? I think that's the you have a dream or a passion that you want to fulfill. It's all about communicating with other people, getting to know them, and you just never know what they can offer you, or what kind of let's say network they may have that will give you an opportunity. So that's awesome, Kimberly. Going back to pageants, what is your favorite, I guess, portion of a pageant?
Caution.
Yeah,
Um, as
as a candidate.
Yeah, as much as I do dread Q&A, I think it's very interesting. Well, interesting to watch, I would say. Like, I love hearing everyone's opinion about everything. But yeah, I guess when it comes to it, yeah, just being able to express myself and yeah, for the judges to get to know me. But at the same time, it's a love and hate relationship.
Yes, because you just never know what would happen, right? But you've joined several pageants already. Are you always, I guess, are you always comfortable, or were you wanting to change your answer every time you do Q&A? Did you feel like you could do better, or did it come out the way that you wanted?
I think for most people would agree on with me on this, like when they say something and they maybe watch it back or like they think about it over and over, like me, I'm an overthinker, and they think that yes, oh, I wish I said this and this and this, but I think you just gotta at the end of the day, you did your best, and there's so many other things that you're thinking about in your mind, or the other factors, and like everyone's watching you, and it's a spotlight. But yeah, it is what it is, and as long as you know that you did your best, then feel like you can't be too hard. Yeah, try not to be too hard on yourself.
So do you feel as though that maybe you have an advantage because you have been joining pageants more than one?
Yeah, I would say that could be an advantage, but then again, Miss Philippines Australia was my very first pageant, and I did get that title. So I don't think it's not really that the fact that if I have an experience with it. I think it's just a lot of it's also about the timing, I believe. So if it's your time, then it will be the title will be yours. But then again, in joining pageants, obviously I have not won all my titles, and that is not something that I really got to me. When I join it, it's more for the experience and the learning opportunities in that. And the title, yes, definitely is a bonus, but it's not the be all and end all. And yeah, just everything that you gain from it is a win.
So you said earlier that you wanted to join, hopefully one of your bucket lists is to come to the Philippines and join Miss Philippines out here. So what is your dream crown that you would like to achieve in the future?
Well, Miss Universe would be just a dream crown. It's, I guess, just a goal that's just amazing, and then to fulfill that, yeah, just the voice that you're getting, and the platform that you'll be able to reach a larger audience is just amazing. Yeah.
So who are your, I guess, beauty queens that you look up to? Or maybe you have other mentors that aren't beauty queens that you can share with us, you know, that you follow and are inspired by.
Yeah, so definitely the beauty queens. Lots of Filipino beauty queens that I definitely look up to. Pia, Catriona, also being from Australia, a halfie like me. Just their journeys towards it, and they're fearless. They're really strong women who never give up. But just not even just beauty queens. There's also a lot of strong women that I really look up to in my life, including my mom. She just encourages me and pushes me every day, and yeah, she's my rock. And yeah, everyone around me just encourages me, and that's just something I want to do for others as well.
And hello to your mom. Hi, Tita. Hope to see you again. Of course, you know, you having strong moms is such a blessing to a lot of women. I've been talking to a lot of inspiring women, and the first thing they say whenever I ask that question is my mom, and I'm like, okay, me too. But okay, so what would you say to aspiring beauty queens or aspiring candidates or models that would want to follow your footsteps? How can they prepare themselves? What should they do now, especially we have a lot of time on our hands, or for the ones who are students, we have time after their studies. Of course, they don't need to travel back and forth to school. So what would you advise them on how to prepare when the time comes that we're able to pursue pageantry or have fashion shows?
I guess the most thing I would really love to encourage them, if they have a big passion and are really determined to whether to join pageants or whether that's modeling, I guess really to learn about yourself. And another big thing is like the why you want to be a part of this and what motivates you. Another thing that I found was just knowing yourself, not just the strengths, but also the weaknesses. Everyone does have their own insecurities. And I think it's learning about just like really taking ownership of that. Everyone has their downfalls, and that's something that everyone can work on through themselves. So I think just owning that and really motivating yourself to pursue your future. Yeah.
So last question, maybe this is just a fun question. Do you agree, would you rather a two-piece for the swimsuit or a one-piece?
I think two-piece. I prefer the two-piece. It's just, I think it's good. It just shows that you're confident and with whatever you're wearing. I personally love just to wear a two-piece, but it's come down to preference. But swimsuit is about showing your personality, to be bubbly and confident on stage. So anything that you wear, it shouldn't be what you're wearing, it should be how you wear it.
Right, be powerful.
Yeah.
I've noticed also in your social media posts that you've been modeling a lot. You've been doing a lot of photo shoots. How do you prepare for modeling? Because modeling and pageantry is totally different, right?
Yeah.
So how do you prepare on being a model outside the pageantry?
So I guess for each different shoot, I don't really stick to a certain particular type of modeling. I like to expand my portfolio and do different types. But I guess the main thing, a lot of it is like self-care and looking after yourself physically and mentally. With photo shoots, always in the beginning, I think just learning about how your body movements, a lot of practicing in the mirror with expressions and different poses, a lot of experience. So I worked with a lot of different photographers and makeup artists and stylists. But I think an important thing when being a model is to remain humble. And there's a lot of, you don't want to have someone on set and you're working with who has a big ego and attitude. Being a model may seem like an independent role, but it is also about being part of a team. You're working with a group of creatives to create content and to create content. So yeah, really being humble and working on yourself to make the most of the role as well.
And of course, there's so many people out there that want to build their portfolio also, meaning creatives, photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, designers. So you just have to really network, just like what Kymberlee is doing. And it's beautiful. All your posts that you're posting. I think the latest one you have been doing is just this very artistic designer. She's, using fabrics with, such creative patterns with a hat.
Yes.
Round one, there's one that looks like a graduation hat. And the way that you just, wear it and pose in it, it looks high fashion, right? So it's nice to have that kind of network. So I guess with that, wherever you are, you should do your research on even reaching out to people. I mean, for sure, Kimberly's network is your friends, right? Your friends and possibly people you've worked with before.
Yeah, and also I guess just yeah, everyone in the industry going to events and just yeah, meeting people as I go is really important, especially growing in the industry, and also I guess staying active on social media. It's such a big platform that you can take advantage of these days. Just reaching out to people in a way is great.
Yeah, especially at this time. And guys, check out Kimberly's TikTok so that you can really be motivated like how she is on doing TikToks. Because I know now, people are really looking for positive content online. Most especially at this time, we have a big challenge that is happening all over the world, not only in Australia or in the Philippines. It's happening to everyone. And so the way that we can help, of course, is staying home, making sure that we hydrate, wash our hands, and take our vitamins, and work out if you can. How are you getting sun? Are you able to go outside of your house and work out?
Yeah, but I went on some walks and did some things outside. I loved like summer and being outside, but most of my workouts I have been doing inside, especially in Australia now. It's getting into the winter season, so it's getting quite chilly here. But yeah, like I can't wait to just go back to the beach and just enjoy the sun.
So before we wrap up, Kimberlee, please share with us some motivation words that you would like to share to everyone, most especially at this time.
So just remember that, yeah, as you said, we may be further apart and in isolation, but we're all in this together. Stay strong, stay positive. This is only temporary. And before you know it, we'll be back together, living our daily lives again. But yeah, just remember to stay safe.
Yeah, and then take away from Kimberlee today is stay humble always. Right now you have enough time to educate yourself, so get online or read your books that you have at home. Make sure that you're ready for the next big things that will be happening in your lives after this, and collaborate. I mean, I think you can be creative enough to collaborate with people that you know. I mean, like this, me and Kimberlee, where she's in Australia, I'm here in the Philippines, and we still manage to be able to inspire, right? So with that, guys, actions speak louder than words. And thank you so much for tuning in another episode of In Love with Me with Kimberlee. Thank you, Kimberlee. We'll be watching out for all your reality show, your business, more TikToks. Yeah, I'm looking forward for that. So thanks for tuning in. Hold on, wait, before we say goodbye, I'll take us off on live stream.